Hello and welcome back. We are doing Amanda Francis Rich as Fuck. We are on chapter 6. Chapter 6 is called Get Comfortable with the Cash Money. This chapter is amazing. This chapter is so good. If you happen to be a person who can actually receive money easily, maybe you come up with ideas, projects, you launch something, and you have a way of really creating money. But do you keep it? So what I like how Amanda points out in her book, there's a different frequency between receiving money, perhaps earning money, being gifted money, receiving money, and there's a different energy or frequency with having money, saving your money, holding on to your money. And so just having that awareness, I think, is really good, because so many people I receive. Well, great. But do you hold on to it? Do you keep it? Do you have it? If you open up your wallet, you look in your checking account, do you always have more than enough? Is there a surplus always sitting there waiting for you? More than enough, extra. So she comes up with just a brilliant, I had never heard this until I had read this in her book about saving. And so, I like to play different games. So I'm actually going to walk you through a game that I play, and it's just a guided visualization, and it's just a way to see how you relate to money. So in this chapter, what is your relationship with money? And a relationship is just, how do you relate? How do you relate to receiving money? How do you relate to saving money? How do you relate to holding on to money? So I'm just going to walk you through this guided meditation just to give you an example of a game that I play that really helps me get into that feeling place, of getting really comfortable with having money. So what I'd like you to do is just take a deep breath, close your eyes, and we're just going to use our imagination. We're going to go into the quantum field by using our imagination, and imagine with your eyes closed in your imagination, imagine you going to your favorite restaurant. Now this can be your favorite restaurant that has the best food you just totally love, you daydream about this food, or it could even be a restaurant that you've always daydreamed about going to, but you've just never treated yourself. So I want you to close your eyes, imagine you're at this amazing restaurant, and maybe it's the ambiance that you really like, maybe it's the smell that you smell inside this restaurant, maybe it's the wait staff, the friendliness of the staff, maybe it's the quality of ingredients that the kitchen uses. And just imagine you're at this restaurant and you've invited whoever would make your heart sing. It can be your lover, it can be a group of friends, you could be by yourself. Just imagine whomever would make your heart sing, you've invited to this restaurant to have this amazing experience with you. And now your body's sitting in this restaurant, you're comfortable, you're anticipating it, you're super excited, and you're talking to your body, you're talking to your taste buds, and you're asking them, what would you like? What would you like to have? And maybe on the menu, they make organic smoothies here that you just love. Maybe there's a couple different kinds that you have always been wanting to try. So perhaps you order both of them. Or maybe this restaurant, this business has amazing coffee. Maybe you're going to get cold pressed coffee. Maybe this restaurant has cappuccinos that you just love. Maybe they make the best cocktails. Maybe they're smoked cocktails. Maybe they're martinis. Just imagine whatever your body wants. Ask your body, what would she like to have? And imagine you just order it, whatever your body's asking for. And you've got no concern, your only concern is getting what you want. That's the only objective you have, getting what your body wants, what your taste buds want, what you want to sample, what you want to try. And maybe this restaurant that has different appetizers. So check out the appetizers. Are there some appetizers you just always love? Or maybe there's some new ones. Maybe you've wanted to try some, but you don't know if you're gonna like it, and you've kind of thought, well, I don't want to waste it, but today your experience is just about saying yes to whatever your body wants, yes to whatever your taste buds want. And so you try a couple appetizers, some of your favorite and some new ones. And you're not concerned about waste. You're not concerned about anything, because you know that this is an amazing experience, and you know whatever's left over, you can ask your server to box up for you, and maybe you'll enjoy it later in the week, or maybe you'll stop by and surprise someone and gift them this amazing smorgasbord of this delicious, flavorful food that you're experiencing tonight, and share the joy with somebody that's at home, not able to come, or doesn't usually enjoy these delicious foods. So you have no concerns about extra or waste. It's just what your body wants. And then look at the whole menu. Maybe there's some pasta dishes, maybe vegan dishes, maybe seafood, steak, ribs. Maybe you kind of want some of 2 or 3 different entrees, and so you're stuck. But you're not supposed to be stuck. This is about you just saying yes to everything you want. So maybe you actually order 4 entrees, and you're just gonna have a couple bites from each entree, and that's fine. And you're at this restaurant, your server, your staff is amazing. The energy is awesome. You're with whomever you want to be with, or maybe several people. Conversation is great. There's just a great connection. There's a flow. It's just unfolding. And now you're thinking about dessert. And maybe there's some fruit desserts. Maybe there's some chocolate desserts. Maybe some ice cream, cheesecake desserts. Maybe something you've always wanted to sample, but you don't know if you'd like it. So maybe you order 3, 4, 5, 6 different desserts, because that's what you say yes to. And you just say yes, and you have the experience, and you enjoy yourself. And your tummy is full, you're satisfied, you're just so appreciative, you're so grateful for this experience. You've just got so much appreciation for the server, for the chef, for the owner of this restaurant, for the company that you're with, the people you're talking to, the conversations you've had, the nutrition that has gone inside your body, your cells are happy. You just feel so relaxed, so satisfied. And then your server comes and brings you the bill. And you open up the bill and you notice you sustain your calm, relaxed point of attraction. You just feel relaxed. You look at the bill. You are happy to pay for it. You open up your wallet. You've got so much cash in your wallet. Or maybe you write a check and you know the balance. It's so much cash, so much money. And you pay for this amazing meal, and you just feel so calm as you're writing it. You just feel so good. You're so satisfied. You're just totally, you're staying in that space, that flow, and you pay for it. You give an amazing gratuity, and you're just so grateful. And you notice your checking account, your savings account, your cash in your purse. You notice there's still so much money left. You just had the experience, this amazing experience, and you picked anything and everything that your body said yes to. The people you came with picked anything and everything their body said yes to. And it was fantastic. And you paid the bill with so much pleasure and joy. And you look and you see there's still so much money left. There's a surplus of money. There's so much extra money. You have an avalanche of money just sitting there. You're just holding on to all this extra money. And you know, if you want to do this again, if you want to invite more people, there's more than enough money for you to have this experience anytime you want. And that is an example of a guided visualization that I like to do. And you can do it with anything. You can do it with restaurants, you can do it with vacations, you can do it with spa experiences, shopping sprees, adventure trips, furniture shopping, clothes shopping, whatever you want to do. Just imagine having the experience where you just choose based on what your body and your mind wants. You're just letting yourself choose based on what you really, really desire, what you really, really would feel good. And you're not choosing from price point. have you ever noticed, have you ever gone to a restaurant, for example, and you made your choices of what you were going to eat because of price? You thought, oh my gosh, lobster ravioli, that looks amazing. And then you look over at the price and you're like, oh, I couldn't spend that much money. That's way too much money for food. Oh, I can't do that. Right? So then you find something, it's okay. It's not what you really, really wanted, but the price made the choice for you. You didn't make the choice for you. Or if you go out to eat with somebody, for example, maybe you've been trained and raised. If somebody's treating, like, you make sure you order the lowest item, the lowest cost item on the menu. You don't overspend if somebody else is treating, right? You have to go budget all the way. And it's just interesting when you play this game and when you get to realize, like, how much are we really functioning from what we want, what we desire, and how much do we function from scarcity and lack? And one thing that Amanda talks about, one of the reasons people maybe receive large amounts of money, they can earn it, they can receive it, they can access it, but they don't keep it, they don't hold on to it. One of the biggest reasons is worthiness. You don't feel that you're worthy. You don't feel that you deserve it. So you're comfortable at a lower set point. You're comfortable getting rid of all the money because then you can go back to where you have the feast or famine cycle. You go back to where you're struggling, and maybe struggling or worrying about your bills or worrying about paying the big credit card debt next month. Maybe that's your set point. Maybe that's your comfort level. And that's okay if it is. There's no judgment here, right? We're reading the book, we're doing the book club, right? To change our set point, to get tools. And you can't access something until you get the awareness, and then you have new tools to help you access something new. So this isn't about judgment, it's about awareness and new tools. So in this book, this chapter, she's talking about her relationship with money. And she says some really great things about her relationship with money. So I'm going to read you some of my favorite quotes that she's got on the feast or famine. So on page 128, she's talking about her relationship with money. And she says, as I have said to you, you are in relationship with money. This is a growing, living, breathing, and evolving relationship. So you don't just get somewhere and you're done, right? Maybe you brought in a large amount of money, but you're not done, right? Next month you have expenses. Next month you have desires. Next month you have overhead. Next month you maybe have new desires and new wishes and new ideas, new fantasies. So your relationship with money is always growing, living, breathing, and evolving. How are you relating? Maybe you're really great in one of these areas. Maybe you happen to be a person who's really great at keeping your money. Maybe your savings account is fantastic. Maybe you're really, really good at keeping your money, but maybe your relationship with receiving money or investing money, maybe that's part of your relationship that you are going to focus on and really make some progress and some improvements. So Amanda tells her story that she was making money, right? She was making money. She had large amounts of money, and her set point or her belief or her comfort level was spending. She likes spending. She likes, she talks about the Chanel bags, the clothes she would wear, the high-end experiences she would have. And so she received a lot, but she spent a lot. And she tells this story that she was talking to one of her friends. So on page 128, one of her friends says this, and she's quoting her friend, because this friend always had money, always just had money. She was never had that big bill that, she had to have the concern about it. So her friend said, it's so hot to have a fat bank account. And Amanda writes, that changed everything for her. Because in that moment, she realized one of the reasons that she wasn't attracted or interested or called to save money is she had the belief that saving money is boring. It's just boring. Saving money is boring. It's it's responsibility, it's annoyance, and it's obedience. Ooh, it's obedience. Seeing how many of us, it reminded me of me because my dad was always like, save money, save money, save money. So then just to, be rebellious, I'd be like, I'm not saving money, right? I'm not saving. don't tell me what to do, right? So what is your belief about saving money? So when she had that aha moment and realized she had thought saving money was a sign, an indication of boringness, annoyance, and obedience, all of a sudden she wanted to shift that. So this is the trick. This is what she did. She's on page 129. That's when I first started to play with the idea of what I call overflow, or more than enough. I began to ponder this. What if, no matter how much I spend, there's always money left over? What if, no matter how much I spend, there's always money left over? I began to use what I teach you in this book. I felt the feelings and strengthened my belief in surplus, overflow, extra, more than I know what to do with. And see, that's the visualization game that I like to play. It came from those words, right? I love those words. And I intentionally started to implement surplus, overflow, more than enough. When you start talking that way, right? Words, right? What do words do? Abracadabra literally means my words create. I create as I speak. I create as I speak. So let your words create as you speak. Do your visualizations, do your meditations, do your walking mantras, do your different activities that get you in that feeling state of surplus, more than enough, overflow, extra. It's so good. It's so good. It's this is butter. This is butter. This just, it melts, it works, it's real. It's really real. So she says on page 129, I went from being someone who could make money to someone who could save, be with, and have money. What I want you to know is this: I didn't try to spend less. I didn't try to earn significant more. I made an energetic shift internally. I made an energetic shift internally. I decided more than enough was simply my vibe. I decided more than enough was simply my vibe. This was a huge moment in my financial evolution. What's your vibe? What do you want your vibe to be? So on page 130, she talks about being a wealthy woman. She says on page 130, to become the wealthy woman, you have to become increasingly comfortable with the cash money, having money, saving money, spending money, investing money. Who is the wealthy woman, you might ask? The wealthy woman is calm, certain, sure, and centered about money. She knows herself, loves herself, trusts herself with money. She only sees endless possibilities. She's not worried about money because she knows how money works, and she knows how to generate more. She is the evolved version of each of us. She is the financial destiny we are each meant for, embodied. Are you a wealthy woman? Are you becoming a wealthy woman? Are you on the road to becoming a wealthy woman? And as you acclimate to being a wealthy woman, are you able to allow your set point to change, and then you'll become an even wealthier woman? Will your definition of wealth change as you evolve and become comfortable with receiving, having, spending, saving, investing, donating? Yay! This is so good, so good. So I think we're going to end there. Play your games, do your imaginations, get into the feeling place, write your words down, look up on the dictionary. You can look up synonyms for overflow, extra, surplus, and abundance, and avalanche, bountiful, more than enough. What are some great words that you like? What words make your heart sing? What words zing in your body? It makes you feel like, yes, yes, yes. I love that. So thanks for listening. We'll see you on the second half of this chapter the next time.